Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Vagarthaviva Sampraktau Vagartha Pratipattaye Jagatah Pitarau Vande Parvati Parameshwarau येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्. All right, before we start, do you have any questions? If you do, I will clarify and then we will take off, because we'll continue where we left off last time. So if you have any specific questions, you're welcome to ask. You're not able to open the new exercise. Why? Same protection. Okay, you should not have a problem. Look it up. Yes, Sampath. Unmute. Yeah.
In one of the exercises, the Pratipadika was given as Bhokta.
Did you look at the, okay, have you submitted the answers yet or no? Yes, no.
No.
Okay. When there sometimes there are some errors, typos in the question, I corrected and sent it. I think it was one of them. Okay.
Okay, Swamiji, but I still thought it might. I've taken it as both through and then worked on
Yeah, that's fine. See, wherever you have a doubt like that, you do it that way. When you submit the answer, you will see if it's a mistake or not. Don't have to wait for it.
Okay, then I still had a doubt, like if Bhokta can still come. In karma sense, in the feminine, if you take
no, it won't. It'll be bhukta. It won't be bhokta. It won't come.
Oh,
yeah.
It'll be bhukta?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bhukta, bhukta, bhuktam. It won't become bho. It'll be bhu.
Okay.
Whereas the agent of bhujakriya will become bhokta. And feminine will be bhoktri. So that's a typo I had. So sometimes I have a typo. I can't avoid it. So you just put up with it. If you don't see something right, you pass it. And that way you will finish everything else. Don't get stuck on one point. That's a general rule, I would say. Anytime you get stuck somewhere, don't spend too much time on any one thing, because it will take away your time from everything else. So if you spend 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever, set some time. And if you can't, pass it at least for that pass. Then if you can do it, fine. If not, when submit the answer, you'll get it, or ask me next time. Okay?
Okay.
Anything else? All right. So we will go back to where we were. Okay. So let's begin with a quick review of this. So we are looking at Kridanta Pratyayas. What are Kridanta Pratyayas? Krit Pratyayas, that which is added to a Pratipadikam to add it to a Dhatu. A Krit Pratyaya is added to a Dhatu in order to get a Pratipadikam. What is Pratipadikam? A noun base which has to be declined. All right. So among these Krit Pratyayas, we looked at some Pratyayas. One of them is Kta, very important for us, Kta Pratyaya. When you look at a Pratyaya, what's the main thing you should look at? Is, let's go back. Okay. First, you understand what is the, sorry. Okay. The content of the pratyaya is ta. This content business you will understand in a few more weeks' time when I introduce Panini to you. But for now, just understand the content is ta. This ka goes away. All right. Which dhatus can take the pratyaya? Some pratyayas are limited to a set of dhatus only, but this one will go with any dhatu. Very important, karaka is denoted, which karaka is denoted by the pratyaya. This is a very, very important thing about a krit pratyaya. If you don't know this, then you don't know the pratyaya. As good as that. So what is the possibility? Here I'm saying it is in the sense of karma or bhava. which means whatever, when you add that pratyaya to a dhatu, what will you get? You will get an object of the dhatu or the bhava of the dhatu. That's what it means. All right. So say, for example, you take a dhatu pat. You add the ta pratyaya, you will get pathita. Now, what does pathita stand for? It will stand for that which is read. If you have an object, that which is read will be pathita, like pathitam grantham. No? Or, if it's feminine, pathita, whatever the word will be. Pathitam shlokam. So you have to go with gender, but it will represent the object. Okay. What's the timeline? It's always in a sense of past. This ta pratyaya. And then we saw you have decline like akaranta, because ending in ta is a here, ta and a. So a is the last letter. So it should decline like rama or phala in masculine or neuter. So you have words like pathita, gata, nita, drishta, tyakta, labdha. Watch these, okay? Labdha. Lab became not labdha. Labdha, purna. That na ending also. Bhinna, na ending. In general, if you have a dhatu ending in ra or da, they will end up with na. Bhid, da ending. Bhid dhatu becomes bhinna. Mid will become minna. Tud will become tunna. Similarly, purna. Pr dhatu will become purna. Kr will become kirna. So we have a few situations like this. I'm not giving you all the rules, but I'm just pointing out to you so you grasp something on the way. If you want the feminine for these, we have to add a pratyaya a feminine pratyaya. What will it do? You take this one, add a, and you will get a feminine pratipadika. Like what? Pathita. See, pathita plus a, pathita. Gata plus a, gata. Nita plus a, nita. This will decline like Rama. That much you should know. Then additional notes I've just kept in case you need to add something. Pratyaya also comes in the meaning of other karakas. I am not discussing them here, but it's possible. Then we saw the same ta pratyaya when added to gatyarthaka or akarmaka dhatus predominantly. They will come not in sense of karma, but they can come in sense of karta. Decline indicates the agent. Same kind of rules. So it's also in bhuta, and then you get the form gata, patita, etc. Same form, but this is only applicable to subset of dhatus, not to all dhatus. Very commonly used. Both senses ta is very commonly used. Then we saw this ta in the sense of bhava. Okay. And this bhava means like an abstract noun. His laughter, his eating, that kind of translation you'll get with this. All right. Whereas when we do a tinganta prayoga, that bhava will mean, sleeping is done by him, eating is done by him. It's a different meaning, slightly different. We call them both bhava. But here it is like a thing which you can refer to. Hasanam, hasitam, all these words will come. Then tavatu is content is tavat. And this will represent not the karma, but the karta. Very important. And again in the bhutakala, past tense, will decline like dhimat shabda. Dhiman, dhimantau, dhimantaha, etc. So you get words like gatavat, means one who has gone in the past. Pathitavat, drishtavat, prishtavat. All these are forms which come with tavatu pratyaya. For getting feminine, you add an e and you'll get words like gatavati, pathitavati, drishtavati, prishtavati. So what does prishtavati means? One, a feminine person who has asked a question, who had asked a question. Kritavati, one who had done something in the past. Bhuktavati, should have been bhukta, not bhaktavati, okay? Some mistake here. Here I have bhuktavat. That's a typo you can see, okay? Bhuktavati, it should have been. Gyatavati. See, again, typo. Gyatavati. When I see only, I recognize in the class where it's wrong, okay? So that's something we have to take care of. So then tavya, etc. we will not worry about right now. We were looking at these last time. This ta and tavatu, we spent a lot of time. And I said to you, the equivalent of that is lang lakara. Yes, Harsha, you have a question?
Swamiji, for Tavatu, the neuter usage, what Shabda would that decline as?
Tavatu will become what? Tavat, right? So Jagat. Jagat. Should be. I'll double check on that, okay? Should be like that. Or 1 second. No, Tavatu. Tavat is going like Dhimat. No. It will go like Dhimat in neuter. Not Dhimat. You'll have Dhimat also can be neuter, by the way. I'll have to look in which Shabda will come. Not like Jagat. There'll be some difference. Slight difference will be there. Okay? Because there are some funny things in the pratyayas. There is one O in there that will cause some changes. All right? Yes, Shobana? Unmute.
Yeah, Namaste Swamiji. I was listening to the last video again, and then you did one of it that was like Balaha Patitavan. Could you explain the Patitavan? That part I kind of got.
Yeah, we'll get there now. We'll
Okay,
get there now. Okay.
Thank you.
Right. Yeah. So now let's go to so this much we have seen last time, and I want to take it a little further now. Okay. Goal for today is to make this ta and tavatu a little more stronger, and also look at lang lakara. So we understand that a little better, because these should go hand in hand, ideally. When you know lang lakara, see, Bhashyakara will say, suppose you say agachat, suppose it says Ramaha agachat. Bhashyakara will comment if he wants to. He will say gatavan. That you should be able to catch. Agachat means gatavan. That correlation, if you catch, then you know how to read the Bhashyam easily. Because he's giving a synonym. And synonyms for Tinganta will normally be in terms of a Kridanta. Sometimes 2 Kridantas. Depends. All right. So we have to know the Kridantas well. That will help us in following commentaries a lot. And you'll immediately see what Bhashyakara is doing there. Okay. So therefore, if it is Kartari Prayoga, he will have to use Tavatu. If it's Karmani or Bhave, he will use Ta. So that difference also you can catch. All right. So now let's look at what we were seeing last time in terms of examples. Okay. All right. See, let me go back a little. This is what you're asking about, Shobana, right? Balaha Patavan. See,
Yeah.
what we need to understand is this. We are adding a pratyaya tavatu. When we add the pratyaya tavatu, you will get patitavat. The pratipadikam will be patitavat. Now you should know how to decline it. Okay? It declines like dhimat shabda. So if you're not familiar, you have to go look up dhimat shabda. It will go dhiman, dhimantau, dhimantaha. So it will become what? Patitavan, patitavantau, patitavantaha. So patitavan will be what? This form will be a masculine 1-1. Okay? So what does it mean now? Balaha is also what? Masculine 1-1. Which means this boy is the one who had fallen in the past. Okay? Is that clear? So we won't, how will it translate? The boy fell. We don't have to say boy was one who fell in the past. The boy fell. Whether you say balaha patitaha, balaha patitavan, both of them, balena patitam, they can all be translated really as the boy fell. Makes no difference. Unless we are doing a Sanskrit grammar lesson, where we want to show the difference between, kartari, karmani, bhave, etc. Otherwise, the meaning is the same. It's just the emphasis is different. Am I emphasizing on the karta or the karma or the dhatu artha? Is that somewhat clear? I guess your problem may have been with declension of dhimat. Very likely.
Yes.
Yes.
Like I didn't know what we added to the ending. I
Yeah,
thought we
see,
were...
that's why. Okay, are you seeing my spreadsheet now or no?
No.
Not yet. Okay, let me do one thing. There's a headache really sometimes. Share. I just say share. That should help me. Yeah, now you see the spreadsheet, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So now you see here, that's why this, if you're able to see the spreadsheet, you should see, you come here, see, you're looking at Tavatu. All right. Go to the next line. Tavatu is here. Okay. So if you come, you will find it gives you Dhimat as the template. Do you see the column here? I mean, that column, which tells you the template is like Dhimat. Now, Dhimat, how do you find? You go to your Dhatu Manjari. Okay. Do you have a Dhatu Manjari with you? Okay. You go there and you look for Dhimat. So what page will it be? Let us see.
Page 34, Swamiji.
Thank you. 34.
Shabdam.
Yeah. See, page 34, Takaranta Pullinga Dhimat Shabdah. Do you see that? So that's the way the template will go. All right. And this we have covered in our slides. If you go and look at it, the slides have it there too. And let me now also look at the next question that Harsha asked me. If he gives it here, Napumsakalinga Tadat Tudat Pachat. Yeah, he doesn't necessarily cover it directly here, but what will happen is this. See, the first two lines, Harsha, will go like Jagat, almost. All right. But then the remaining will go like in masculine anyway, like Dhimat. So I would expect it will go like Dhimat, Dhimati, Dhimanti in Newton.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Shobna, you're clear?
Yes, Swamiji.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, Deepthi, you have a question?
So, Swamiji, this is Jagat Shabda, which is on page number 51.
Yeah.
And it says Gatavat, it's given Gatavat in that.
It has.
Yeah, it
Okay.
has.
Okay. No, that's what I said. See, the point is that remaining line probably will remain the same. The first five where even Dhimat changes. See, Dhimat, Dhiman, Dhimantau, Dhimantaha, Dhimantam, Dhimantau. After that, it'll go like Marut, like Jagat. So it'll all be same. I wasn't sure the first five will be exactly like Jagat or not. Now that you're saying it's saying that, it's good. It's confirmed.
It mentions Gatavat there.
Yeah, good. So it is like Jagat. Clear. Good. All right. So this we had seen. And now we go back to our examples. So last time we had an issue with this word Vishwa. See, the word Vishwa is Sarvanama, and that will go in all genders. But the meaning of Jagat, some book also presents it as masculine. But having looked at multiple places, I'm saying we will go with it as neuter. All right. So this gender is something which we have to learn to be patient and see what the books tell you and go with that, because otherwise we have no simple way of knowing which gender is which one. All right. So I think we had seen up to here. Jivanam Bhagyam Vishwam. Okay. Vishwam Kritavat. This much we had seen last time, which means the Bhagya. This example is for neuter. Bhagyam is neuter. Bhagyam Kritavat. So you can see it remained Kritavat. It did not become Kritavan or Kritavati because it's neuter. All right. Now, another possible example. The Devas made the world. So what happens now? Deva is masculine. So plural, therefore Devaha. Object is one Vishwam, neuter, 2, 1, and Kritavan, Kritavantau, Kritavantaha, plural. Therefore, Devaha, Vishwam, Kritavantaha. That clear? That's what you will get. Now, more examples for ta pratyaya I thought we'll look at. Vyudhaha. Vyudhaha. The dhatu is Vaha. Dhatu is Vaha with an upasarga V. and it becomes udha. Vaha will become udha. Vaha means to carry. But it doesn't becomes vata or vahita. It becomes udha. Some funny rules about it, okay? Takes something called samprasaranam for those who know. I'm saying the word samprasaranam. Va will become u. So it becomes udha. Similarly, vasa will become ushita. There are few va will become u. You won't know them all, it doesn't matter. But here, why I took this word, I was looking at Gita, okay? So you see the word. What? Vyudham Drupada Tavashishyena Dhimata. So what is Vyudham? Vyudham means organized. V upasarga is there. That upasarga changes the meaning of the dhatu. It's no longer just, to carry. V plus vaha will change the meaning to organize, to array. And therefore the word is vyudha. All right. So the meaning will be arrayed, marshaled, arranged. Then you have another word, yatayamam. Yatayamam. In Gita again. Yatayamam, in terms of tamasika food, it'll come. Yata, dhatu is ya. Ya dhatu is prapane or gatau. Ya, to go. So yata means what? Gone or gained. Both possibilities are there. Yataha. So meaning is what? Yataha is equal to gataha. That's how a dictionary will give you. Yataha means gataha. Yama. What is yama? That meaning is also given. Uchita samayaha. Yasya. That's a samasa. Yataha yamaha yasya. Means gataha uchita samayaha yasya. Means what? Suppose you cut a mango and you are supposed to eat it in 3 hours or 4 hours, and you keeping it out for the whole day. It will be called yatayamaha. So a food which was eaten after 4 hours was considered to be tamasikam. That yama is the length of time. All right. That's why uchita samaya. The adequate amount of time, if it's outside, it's okay. If it's beyond that, it is called yatayamaha. It's a bahurihi compound. That which has become stale because it has stayed out for a longer time than it should. Yata is the word. You will see the word yata again later. Yata means gone. Karmani. Could also be called gatyartaka. It can also come in kartari sense. Then similarly, one more compound. Vigata ichha. Vigata. Can you spot vigata there? V plus gam plus ta pratyaya. Means what? Gone. Vigata itself means, vigata means what? Very well gone, you can say. Like extra emphasis. Vigata. What is the next word? Ichha. So this is a compound again. Vigata ichha means what now? Now I have not given you the whole compound here, but it would mean typically one from whom desires have gone away. So if I say ichha, it will be feminine. If it's masculine, it will become vigata ichha. Neutral will become vigata ichham. Like that, you will get the different words. But vigata is the word we are interested in. So V plus gam plus ta means gone. Similarly, in Gita, you find kripaya vishtam. Tam tatha kripaya vishtam. Ashrupurna kulekshanam. Vishidantamidam vakyam uvacha madhusudanaha. Arjuna is crying. So, what is that word? Kripaya vishtam. There is sandhi there. There are two words. Kripaya avishtam. What is avishta? It is, sorry, I missed one. A plus vish plus ta. Wish to enter. Vishta. See, it doesn't become vishta. It becomes vishta. Typically ending with chakara, it will become shakara. Sha, Talavya shakara will become Murdhanya shakara. Avishta. Making sense? It means what? Very well entered. See, another word, another possible word in similar context will be what? Pravishta. You will see that in Brihadaranyaka soon. Pravishta means what? Entered. Avishta, very well entered. But now, Kripaya Avishta. Kripaya Avishta. Entered by what? See, Avishta is what now? Ta pratyaya. Ta pratyaya denotes what? Karta or karma? It denotes a karma. All right. So, Vishta would mean what? That which is entered. Avishta, that which is very well entered. All right. So, whatever enters it, the agent of entry should be in what case? In Karmani Prayoga, you have the word in Karmani now. Avishta. Prayoga may not be Karmani. The word is Avishta. It is representing a karma. And it is in first case. Avishtam. Right? Avishtaha first. First Pratipadika is Avishtaha. So Avishta is in Karmani. Therefore, the agent who enters will be in what case?
Yeah.
Third case. Tritiya. Therefore, what will you get? Suppose he is entered by helplessness. That what is entering? Not entered by. What is entering is helplessness. Kripa. Kripa is kindness, compassion. But here it will mean helplessness. Compassion which you are unable to bear. You are helpless. Therefore, Kripa is Trilinga. Third case will be what? Like Rama Shabda. Kripaya. Are you with me? Kripa, Kripe, Kripaha. You should apply your mind, okay? Kripam, Kripe, Kripaha. Then what? Kripaya. Right? So, Kripaya Avishta means what? One who is entered by Kripa. Now, that you want to make it an object. Avishtam. Kripaya Vishtam. Ashrupurna Kulekshanam. So, Kripaya Avishtaha Yaha Saha. That's how it will become. So it will be person who is overwhelmed by compassion, overwhelmed by pitiableness. That's how you will understand the word. But you can see that if you understand Avishta as Karmani, then only you will understand Kripaya Avishta. Why Kripaya? Third case singular. Why? Because it is Karmani. Making sense? I hope it is. If not, you have to ask me again, okay? I'm assuming that I have explained it enough, but if you don't understand, ask. Okay. That is that. Pravishta will be what? Pravishta is entered. What is entered is called Pravishta. So now, this body is entered. This body is entered by whom? By Bhagavan. So how will you say? Ishvaraha iha asmin sharire pravishtaha. Okay. Swami, Ishvaraha is singular. You didn't say Ishvarena. Correct or not? Is it wrong or right? You have to know now whether it can go in Kartari also, like Gata. Avishtaha will also go in Kartari. Therefore, Pravishtaha. In Brihadaranyaka, in 147, we will see Saha eva iha pravishtaha. Saha Ishvaraha eva iha. In this, all the living bodies, Pravishtaha has entered. Okay, entered, past tense. Pravishtaha. Making sense? Yes, no? I see a lot of blank faces. If it's not making sense, ask. Yes, Deepti.
Swamiji, here it is Kartari because Pravishta is Gatyarthak.
I don't, yeah,
why-
see, yeah, basically Praveshanam. Yeah, I'll have to take it as Gatyartha. It's not a Karmaka for sure. or it could be a specific dhatu. See, it depends on usage, okay? We have to look at it. Every rule, you can't know everything by rule alone. You will know usages, you'll understand them. Okay?
No, Swamiji, if we like, why can't we use Ishwarena?
You can. I'm not stopping you.
Okay, it can be either way.
Yeah. See, I can say Ishwarena pravishtaha or Ishvara pravishtaha, right? Does it make a difference? Ramena gataha, Ramaha gataha. We've seen that before. Same example you apply. We saw. You want me to go back to that example?
No.
Yeah.
There it
Same
was
story.
mentioned that Gata was
Same story. Gataha can go as karmani, gataha can go as kartari. So I'm telling you in Brihadaranyaka context, saha iha pravishtaha. Saha is what? Prathama vibhakti. Therefore, I have to go with Ramaha pravishtaha, you know?
as a karta. There it will be as a karta.
Yeah. See, pravesha karta only will come. Karta alone. Only karta in third case or first case. That's all we are arguing about. Pravishtaha is what is entered. You need a karta to do entry. Whether the karta is going in third case or first case, all we are arguing about right now. Okay? And that depends on whether pravishta is taken as kartari or karmani. All right? So pravishta could be kartari, could be karmani. What I'm trying to sensitize you all to is that whenever you had a word ending in ta pratyaya, be alert. It could be kartari, it could be karmani. That is important. If you don't get exact instance, it doesn't matter. Because see, when you see Ishvaraha iha pravishtaha, what will you do with it? Ishvarena is not there. You will understand. If you know this possibility, you will understand. If you don't, you'll be looking for third case. And Ishvara is entered into, you'll think. Because Ishvaraha pravishtaha, you will be in trouble. It won't make any sense. Therefore, we have to learn to apply what we are learning here. So pravishtaha can be two things. Ta pratyaya can be in two meanings. What? One is kartari, one is karmani. If it is pravishtaha kartari, it will take prathama vibhakti. If it is pravishtaha karmani, it will take tritiya. So if you wrote Ishvarena pravishtaha, no problem with that. Clean. No trouble. That is never denied. Ta is in bhave or karmani is never denied. But ta kartari is selective. Swamiji, is it akarmaka or gatyartaka? Maybe neither. It could be chandasam. I don't know. It could be just Upanishad sometimes. Right? But we have to go with context. All right?
Thank you so much.
Santosh, are you clear? Okay. I saw your face seeming to be a little unclear. Bhuma, understood? Good. Okay. So then, another word in Gita. Shoka samvigna manaha. I've changed a little, okay? Shoka samvignaha. Now, vigna is there. How do you understand that? It happens to be dhatu is vij plus ta. Not a common form. It becomes vignaha. Sam is a upasarga. So sam or ud, both upasargas are possible. Udvignaha, samvignaha, the word will come. And what does it mean? Agitated, disturbed. By what? Shokena. Shokena is what now? Tritiya vibhakti. In what sense is shoka coming? Karmani or bhave? Huh? Somebody wants to answer or no? I'm deliberately checking you out. Shokena samvignaha. Yes, Harsha.
Karmani, Swamiji.
Karmani? Come on. Why is it karmani? Tell me. Is it bhave? It's neither, okay? I'm just throwing you off track deliberately by asking wrong choices. What will be there? Shokena samvignaha. Tell me. Samvignaha is disturbed. Okay? It is in karmani prayoga. What will come in third case with karmani prayoga?
The agent.
Agent. So what is shoka? The
Agent.
karta. So what's it? Neither bhave nor karmani. It is what? Kartari. I deliberately ask kartari or karmani or bhave to throw you off, okay? You should tell me, no, it cannot be either. It has to be what? Kartari. Okay? Shokena. By shoka, he is disturbed. That by here stands for what? Kartari. Don't take it as karanam. This tritiya karanam is some basic Sanskrit you studied. Forget about it. Understand that Tritiya Vibhakti can stand for Karta also, wherever there is a Karmani Prayoga. And as soon as you see a word ending in, Ta Pratyaya, your mind should be alert. Karmani Prayoga may come. Like Karmani Prayoga. Therefore, what? Shokena Samvignaha. Shoka Samvignaha. This will be called what? A Tritiya Tatpurusha, because this is in third case. Okay, this is just a by the way reference to samasas. Not teaching a samasa, but by the way you learned something. Shokena samvignaha, shoka samvignaha. So what is it? Agitated, disturbed by sorrow. So by here is kartari. Clear? Yes, Santosh.
Swamiji Pranam. So it's a compound, Shokena Samvignaha, it's a compound.
Yes.
Okay, that's why.
See, that's why whenever I put a hyphen there to show there are two words, shokaha and samvigna. How are they combined? Shokena samvignaha. If shoka was an independent word, it should have declined, like shokaha, shokaha, some subanta should have been there. No pratyaya is there. Since no sub pratyaya, it's part of a compound. You have to recognize word boundaries. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah. So shoka is viji. Vij dhatu is viji. Bhaya chalanayo shakes you up. Therefore, vignaha, udvignaha, samvignaha. The next word I have picked up is utpanna. Utpanna means what? Dhatu is pada. Ut plus pada plus ta means what? Created, produced. Utpanna, utpattihi, utpadanam. All these words you should get utpad. Okay? Pratipanna. See now, example is what? Pada plus ta becomes panna. That's what I wanted to catch here. Pada plus ta is becoming panna. I told you, bhida plus ta will become bhinna. Tuda plus ta will become tunna. Mida plus ta will become minna. So, what is the rule? Ta ending typically becomes na. That's all you have to catch. Radato nishtato naha. Sutra. Okay. For those who follow sutra, I gave the sutra. Okay. Others don't worry about it. Kshinaha. Now you see, ta became what? Na. Forms are different, but meaning is what? Kshina. Kshi means kshaye, to diminish. So what will it be? Diminished, expended, spent. Kshina doshaha. You will see a word, sometimes Shastra, Kshina doshaha, Kshina duritaha, Kshina papaha. What will it mean? One for whom the papa has reduced. He'll be born as a human being. Kshina papaha. Manushya janma we will get. Okay. Another word from Gita. Vishishta. Very common word. Vishishta. Shish. Sheshane. To what remains. But vishish means to qualify. So you get the word Vishishta. Pravishta we saw earlier. Vish became Vishta. Here, Shish becomes Shishta. Watch the pattern. The pattern, if you watch, you will get more words like that. Tush will become Tushta. Ghush will become Ghushta. Nash will become Nashta. Okay. So these are all pattern matching. And the pattern matchings are very good if you go to that book, which is the Sarala Samskrita Sarani, Volume 1. I've given it to the homework for you this time to go and look right pages up. So you will find a lot of pattern matching examples there. Okay. So Vishishta means what? Qualified. What is qualified? So noun is called Vishishtaha. Qualifier is called Visheshana. Visheshana, Visheshya. Another way is what? Visheshana, Vishishta. Vishishta has got a past tense meaning. Visheshya doesn't have a time sense. It's always qualifying. Vishishta was qualified. You see the time element there? That ta will bring in a time element. Was qualified. Another word. Tyakta jivitaha. Have you seen? Remember this word? Nana shastra praharanaha, etc. You know, in Kauravas, Arjuna will refer to them as Tyakta jivitaha. What is Tyakta jivitaha? Tyakta means what? Tyaja dhatu, to give up, to abandon. Tyakta, abandoned. Jiva, life. So jivita will be what? Life. Life only it means, okay? I can't translate it better. Jivita will be life. Therefore, tyaktaha jivitam yena saha. Living is given up, abandoned by whom? Tyakta jivitaha. All the people in the Kaurava army. Tyakta jivitaha. So that's a compound. Tyaktaha jivitam yena saha. This jivitam now, you look at the, like we saw hasitam, bhave. Ta pratyaya bhave. That's the way jivitam will come. Living. Jivitam is living life. But tyakta is given up. That which is given up. So life which is given up. By whom? Those people are called tyakta jivitaha. The one who has given up all expectation of life. Ready to abandon life. That's what the meaning will be. Okay? Is this clear? Or any problem there? Yes, Santosh.
So, Swamiji, these words like utpanna, pratipanna, this
Yeah.
can be used as compound, like with some other words, or like utpanna, utpanna, utpannam.
See, utpanna is the basic pratipadika.
Hmm.
Therefore, how will you decline now in masculine?
Like dhimat shabda.
No, in masculine, utpanna. It is not ending in mat. It is not.
Okay, nakaranta.
Watch carefully. Look at the word carefully. What's it ending in?
Nakaranta.
Look carefully. What's it ending in? It's not Hindi.
Akaranta,
Akaranta. So how will it decline?
Rama shabda.
So utpannaha, utpannau, utpannaha. In masculine. Feminine, what will happen? Utpanna. Latavat.
Latavat.
And neuter? Utpannam. Phalam. Okay? Is that clear?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Then, is somebody else trying to do something here? I'll have to stop sharing for others, okay? Just don't do anything. All right. Kshina. We finished this. Now, paryapta. What's going on here? How did this line come here? Funny. It's on the screen? Can't be. Somebody else's screen. I'm going to start and restart the share. We'll go away. Okay. All right. All right. So now, paryapta. What is paryapta? Pari plus a plus ta. You'll end up with adequate. Paryaptam tu idametesham balam bhima birakshitam. I picked up words from Gita, okay? So you can be familiar with them. And see how much ta pratyantas are used in the Gita. This is all first chapter mostly. Rakshita. What will Rakshita mean? Somebody tell me the meaning of Rakshita. I have already put the meaning there, but tell me now, what will be the meaning of Rakshita?
Protected.
Protected. And what is denoted? The karma. Rakshita. Therefore, kaha rakshitaha? Arjuna rakshitaha. Let us say Arjuna is protected. Kena rakshitaha? By whom is he protected?
Krishna.
Krishnena rakshitaha. Right? This is how you should make a sentence. Rakshitaha. So if you listen to kritis, if you're a classical music listener, you will find what? Subramanyena rakshitoham. Have you heard? You will hear this song. Subramanyena rakshitaha aham. Rakshita means what? Protected. By whom? Who is the karta of doing protection? Subramanyena ashtadasha lochanena. Subramanyena. One who has got 18 eyes. Why? 6 faces. 3 eyes in each face, because he's son of his father, 3-eyed. Therefore, he has 18 eyes. Ashtadasha lochanena Subramanyena rakshitoham. So you will hear this rakshitoham at least in a few kritis by Dikshitar. Dikshitar's kritis, he will use every case. 3rd case, 4th case, 5th case, all these he will use. Beautiful for learning Sanskritam and enjoying music. 2 things you can do together. So, rakshitaha. What is that another phrase which say? Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. Right? Have you heard that phrase or not? Dharma rakshitaha. The dharma which is protected, rakshati. Will protect you. You protect dharma, dharma will protect you. Dharmo rakshitaha, rakshati. You have to change the order. Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. So if you say dharma rakshati, you will be in trouble. Dharma rakshitaha rakshati. You protect dharma, dharma will protect you. Make sense? If you don't understand, ask, okay? Because class is for you, not for me. I look at your face and try to understand whether you follow. But if you don't follow, you still have to ask me. All right. Then, sthita. Sthita. Stha dhatu. Doesn't become Ganeshan. You have a question?
Yes, Swami. Last class you mentioned Brahmanaha Vidya.
Yeah.
In that you said Vidya is Ikta Pratyaya, used in the sense of Ikta
No.
Pratyaya.
Not for Vidya. How can it be Tha Pratyaya? Cannot be.
That was
No.
what
Don't bring it here. It is not. It's impossible, okay?
Okay.
It's impossible. I don't remember the Pratyaya offhand. I'll check and tell you. Okay? So, Sthita. Stha plus ta will become Sthita. What does it mean then? Stha means what? Gati nivritti. Not moving. Sthita means what? Not moving. Now, Stha. Can it be karmani or bhave? What kind of dhatu is it? Akarmaka or sakarmaka?
Swamiji, akarmaka.
Akarmaka. Therefore, sthita will be what? Bhave. Okay, that's all. Means what? Stationed, present. Right? Similarly, avasthita. Yatanto yoginashchaivam pashyantyatmani avasthitam. Gita. Yatantaha yoginaha enam atmanam pashyanti avasthitam. Present here in yourself. Avasthita. Well present. Abiding. That's the meaning for avasthita. Parajita. What will it mean? Para is an upasarga. Ji is dhatu. Jita will be what? Mean what? One. Whatever is one over will be jita. Parajita, defeated. Opposite. Parajita, defeated, conquered. All right. Next example. Pravritta. Pravritta. Sorry, this should have been vrit. Pravritta. Pra plus vrit. This pra upasarga has a meaning here of beginning. So it means that which has begun or commenced or engaged in something. Pravrittaha. Okay. So for example, kaksha pravrittaha. Pravritta, sorry. Kaksha pravritta. Kaksha is feminine. Class. It has begun. It has commenced. Pravritta. Feminine. Okay. So anything you want to say commence, you can say pravritta. Vrit dhatu. With pra. Vrit dhatu is to be, but pravrit to begin, to commence. Upasarga gives the extra meaning. Yes, Sampath.
Swamiji, the sta, it is akarmaka, so it can also be, Pratipadika can also be used in the sense of karta.
You tell me. You are asking me a basic question, you have to answer me now. Do we ever restrict anything from kartari prayoga? Any dhatu? What's your question exactly?
So here you said it's a bhave,
Look,
sense.
avasthita is the word, all right? Sthita. Now, sthita is the word. Sthita, if it is not karmani, can it become sakarma? If it's not sakarmaka, can it be karmani?
No.
That's all I said. If it's akarmaka, it should be bhave. Is that clear or no? Sleep. Okay, to
But
sleep.
In the summary that you have given, right, the tha pratyaya is used in akarmaka dhatu, it can be used in the sense of karta.
You have to look at the context, Sampath. Pratyayas are used multiple ways, okay? In which context you tell me? You tell me which row and column, I'll answer that. Because the point here is we are looking at stha with a, see, either suppose we take, let's understand it. Can it be used kartari is the question, correct? Now, stha dhatu. If I look at it as, see, it is akarmaka dhatu. Correct? If I look at it from that perspective, sthita can be kartari also. If I look at it as a karmani, kta, then it has to be bhave only. Depending on how you look at it, right? How you see gata, we saw gata can be kartari, gata can be karmani, depending on what? The context. Ramena gataha, gata is karmani, right? Ramaha gataha, gata is kartari. Both are possible because it's a karmaka dhatu, both are possible. If that was your question, I'm clarifying that.
Okay, so the both are possible.
Yeah, karmani won't be possible simply because it doesn't take a karma.
Karmani not possible.
Yeah. Kartari is possible. Kartari is possible. Correct. You're right. Yeah. Because akarmaka dhatu will take kartari also. Correct. It's possible.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, I don't think I caught your question properly first. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Prakrita. Very important word for us. Prakrita. Dhatu is what? Kr. So what is prakrita? I didn't write it here. What will it be? Upasarga is pra. Dhatu is kr. And what is the pratyaya? Ta. Okay. Typically, it is used to say what is being discussed right now. Prakritam. So suppose something is being discussed in a bhashyam for a length of time. What is being discussed? Prakritam. Means whatever was under discussion till now, that is being discussed. We won't have to tell you again. Bhashyakara says you figure out what we're talking about for the last half an hour. That's what it is. Prakrita. Nothing to do with Prakriti. Should not let you confuse it, okay? Prakrita means subject under discussion or question under consideration. Right? Chyuta. Dhatu is chyu. Chyuta. What does it mean? Fallen. Chyutihi. Falling. That meaning. Have you heard the word achyuta? What does achyuta mean? Nachyutaha. Achyutaha. That which has not fallen, never fallen, can never fall, flawless, infallible is achyuta. That's why I think I like the word achyuta to translate Ishvara, because Ishvara is infallible. Achyutaha. Infallible is Ishvara. Achyutaha means order, always in order, never goes wrong. Therefore, achyuta. Chuti. Chuti is an error. Suppose in an exam you made a small mistake, that will be a chuti. Okay. So these are some of the words I wanted to show you, extra words in this context. All right. What's the time? Already 7. Okay. Okay, let's not get there now for now. Now, the kta pratyaya is in bhutartha. And it can stand for karma. In gatyarthaka or akarmaka, it can stand for karta also. All right. The lang lakara, which we have not really looked into so far, is another thing which will go in past tense, which is common. So now let us look at lang lakara. Not a whole lot to be done here. More of your homework for you. So this is what it is. Lang lakara is used in past tense. If you go strictly, the tense should be used only for that which is neither done today nor in the remote past. Anadyatane lang. Okay. For events between yesterday and remote past, not report, remote past. However, this is not strictly followed. Therefore, lang lakara is loosely used for any time in modern books, at least. Okay. Not always. See, like the lat lakara, lang also can denote what? Any lakara can only denote what? Karta, karma, or bhava. This doesn't change. Whether you talk lat or lang or lot or lit or ling, they can only denote 3 things: karta, karma, or bhava. Now, which means that just like we saw in lat lakara, what did you see? Kartari prayoga, karmani prayoga. Right? We saw 2 different cases. Same is possible in every lakara. Which can make it very difficult, because every lakara I have to know, both possibilities. But we are not going to look at karmani here. Karmani and bhave, etc., in lang, lot, etc., is not common. It is not very common. Therefore, I don't want to burden you with it right now. What should you do? Understand kartari lang lakara, which is what your dhatu manjari has. They don't even present karmani lang lakara. Okay, it's enough for us. But if it is karmani, I will tell you how to do it anyway. It's pretty straightforward. It's not hard. Once we know labh shabda, we are in business. So now, so this denotes what? Karta, karma, or bhava. We are going to look at it kartari only. Now, in karmani or bhava prayoga, what will happen? The dhatu will take an extra argument, ya, and will decline exactly, always in atmanipada. So it will decline like labh shabda. No big problem. Okay. So words in lang lakara have equivalent forms in kridanta padas with kta or ktavattu. This you should be clear about. We have seen the other side of it, right? Now, what will happen here? Patha. I mean some examples. Okay, patha. What will happen here? Forms are like this: apathat, apathatam, apathan, apathaha, apathatam, apathata, apatham, apathava. Not apathama, my mistake. Apathama. Okay, these forms you better memorize. At least one in Parasmapada, one in Atmanepada. That's the minimum you have to do. If you don't do that, lang lakara will all be Greek and Latin. This is homework. I can't do more with this. You have to do the work. Okay. So apathat, apathatam, apatan. What does apathat mean? Third person. He, she, or it read. Same like in lat lakara. That's why I use the same table. Only thing I changed the tense. In fact, in there we say read. Here we say read. That's all. R-E-A-D only. So they both read. Read. Not read anymore. If it was pathataha, I would have said they both read. Now I'll read as they both read. Just change in how I pronounce it. Yes, Venkat, you have a question?
Yes, Swamiji. So for para also, would it become apara like this? Or
which para? I didn't understand.
For the dhatu para.
Where is dhatu para? Which dhatu is that?
No, in for the conquered, defeated para.
That is not dhatu at all. Para is a prefix. It's an upasarga. It won't decline. It will always get added to dhatu. Para plus G. Parajita.
Parajita. Oh, okay.
Or if you take it paraji, you will be parajayati parajayatah, parajayanti, aparajayat, like that it will go.
Thank you so much.
You don't decline the prefixes or suffixes. You have to always add it to a dhatu only and decline. Okay.
Thank you.
So apataha, you read. Apatatam, you both read. Apatata, you all read. Apatham, I read. Apatava, we both read. Apatama, we all read. Is it clear? No big difference in lat lakara. First person, second person, third person. And we have the numbers. Singular, dual, plural. Nothing more than that. So once you understand lat lakara, all you have to do is change the time now. It's past tense. Nothing more than that. This is clear? Or anybody needs help here? Ask if you don't understand. Then drish dhatu. Just take another dhatu, just for your, for you to get familiar. I've taken another dhatu. This dhatu drish becomes pashya. Even lat lakara is pashyati, pashyata. He becomes what? Apashyat, apashyatam, apashyan, apashyaha, apashyatam, apashyata, apashyam, apashyava, apashyama. So any one form, if you see, you should be able to see what it means. That's important for us. And this will be what? Exercise, dog work. You have to just sit and practice and make sure you get these forms in your head. There's no other way to get this. Because lat lakara has spent a lot of time. Just so you can now extend your understanding by seeing it's all past tense, nothing more to be done. Now, labha dhatu. What is labha dhatu? It's atmanepada. Therefore, the forms will become different. How will it go? Alabhata, alabhe, alabhatam, alabhanta. Should have been alabhetam, okay? That's a mistake here. Alabhataha, alabhetam, alabhadhvam, alabhe, alabhavahi, alabhamahi. That's how it will decline. So you have to learn one lab shabda, one bhu shabda. Then you will have the basic template for these. Meaning is same. I gained, we both gained, we all gained. You can see same first person, second person, third person. In case you've forgotten, first person is always I, second person is you, and third person is everything other than I and you. Okay. This document will be in your docs folder when we are done with the class. You don't have to worry about it. Now, we also saw the, that there's a standard Panini ending, which we had seen long ago. I said, if you can memorize. Ta atam jha, tha sa tham dhvam, idvahi mahing. This is called standard endings. And this will fit generally very well with this lang lakara in Atmanepada. It fits well there. You can make a note of that. So it'll be easy for you to remember the standard endings using lang lakara. All right. So this much is the basic difference from lat. Now there's something more I want to say about lang to you, which you pay attention to, because this is all rote work. Now we'll get to some thinking work. What is that? If you want lang lakara for any dhatu, what do? There may be upasargas, they're optional. You add one a in between. This is extra. In lat lakara, you don't have this. You add one a plus dhatu plus vikarana pratyaya plus ting pratyaya. Ting is atmanepada, parasimpada. Okay. So now, for dhatus beginning with a vowel, there's a small exception. Okay. So see, I will show you examples in a minute. Just understand the rule for now. We will look at examples also. Dhatus beginning with a vowel. Instead of a, you will add a. All right. And this a, when you add with a dhatu beginning with vowel, a plus that vowel will lead to a certain change, which is called vriddhi. You will get a vriddhi later. We will look at vriddhi, what is it later. For now, you understand this much is the difference. Okay. So difference between dhatu ending with a vowel, beginning with a vowel, or not beginning with a vowel. If it's beginning with a vowel, you have an exception. You have to add a and it becomes a vriddhi letter. What are vriddhi letters? A, I, Au. 3 letters. We will look at the examples and hopefully it will become clearer to you in a minute. So this A or A in Paninian terms are called Agama. They are called Agama. That which comes in addition is called Agama. And therefore, the A is presented Panini as At. It is called Ad Agama. At Agama, Ad Agama. If you don't remember these words, don't worry. This is just priming you for a future class. Okay? Don't worry too much about At and At for now. But if you remember A and A, it's good enough. Now, examples for third person singular. Bhu Dhatu. A is the extra we are adding. Bhu A plus, I have already added ending here. Abhavat. Form is Abhavat. A plus Bhavat becomes Abhavat. Why did I present it like this? So you will see when you have an upasarga, what happens? Pari plus Bhu. Pari is the upasarga, the prefix. Now when you add, you have to add Pari beginning, then A in between. Don't move the A to before Pari, you will be in trouble. Pari, the upasarga comes first, then the A, then the Bhavat. So Pari Abhavat becomes Parya Bhavat. So if you're always looking for A in the beginning for Lang Lakara, you can be in trouble. You should know that if there's an upasarga, it will come in between. Yes, Venkat?
Swamiji, so for the upasarga para, going back to para again, sorry.
Yeah.
Para Vidya, would it be a conjugation or would it be like this?
Look, you have to hold your horses a little here. Para Vidya is not an upasarga there. That will be called a gati. Don't worry about it right now. When we add it to a verb form, we'll call it upasarga. Similar concept, but when added to a dhatu only, it's called upasarga.
Okay, so
All right. No problem. I understand your question, valid. But only thing I'm saying is you will just wait a little and this may become a little clearer to you.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right. Yeah. So here I have taken pari with bhu dhatu. Then abhi with bhu dhatu. Abhibhu means to, to put down. To abhibhavati means you transcend over it. So that abhibhu becomes abhyabhavat. This forms normally people fall for. They don't understand its lung. Therefore, I'm mentioning it specifically. That when you have an upasarga, the upasarga comes first, then the A will come. Similarly, kri dhatu will become what? Akarot. Very important, some forms at least. Akarot. But if you have a upasarga V, it will become what? V akarot will become vyakarot. And if you have V plus A, 2 upasargas, it will become what? Vyakarot. Which means what? It manifested. Visheshena akarot. Visheshena asamantat akarot. Vyakarot. Vyakaranam. Grammar. Making forms. Visheshena asamantat. That's what is vyakaranam. Similarly, gam dhatu. Gam dhatu will become agachat. But you have an upasarga, adhigam. Adhigam means to know. Gam means to go. Adhigam means to know. Adhigam will become what? Adhyagachat. He knew. She knew. It knew. Adhyagachat. Anugam is to follow. Lakshmanaha Ramam Anugachati. Lakshmana follows Rama. But if he followed, it will become what? Lakshmanaha Ramam Anvagachat. What am I highlighting? This Anu plus Agachat will take a Sandhi and become Anvagachat. What Sandhi happens? We will see later. Sandhi I have not covered so far for you. We will get to it a little later. All right. Now we look at Dhatu's beginning with a vowel. At Dhatu. To roam, to go around. At. What happens now? You have to add A. Whether you add A or A to A, what will happen? You will end up with A only. Doesn't show any difference. But what will it become? Atat. Arch Dhatu. To worship. Archat. is the third person singular lang lakara form. Ish dhatu. You will see ichhati, ichhata, ichhanti. Ish becomes ich, like gum becomes gach. This ish, a plus ichat will become aichat. This is what I call vriddhi. I. E will become I. E also will become I. In gatau, itaha, gone. But how do you say it in Langlakara? Ait. Third person singular will be ait. A plus it will become ait. Similarly, iksh dhatu. Iksh dhatu will become aikshat. If you don't remember all these forms, don't worry. This is something you have to know in time. All these are not day one material. But for me, I'm showing you what is there in lung. This is all there is in lung. Nothing more to be said. All right. Because my meanings are all just adding past tense to dhatu. Nothing more. Ushadahe. A plus ushat will become aushat. See, u becomes au. E or e becomes I. And a or a becomes a. So the vriddhi letters are considered to be a, I, and au. These are vriddhi letters. These are called vriddhi letters. So when you have a lang lakara for a root beginning with a vowel, you will find one of these will become the first letter later. Aushat, aikshat, ait, aichat, archat, atat. Does it make some sense? If you have questions, you please ask. There's not a whole lot that I can add to it, but this is all facts to be kept in your head. And what you will find is this a addition is common to three lakaras. Lang lakara, lung lakara, and ring lakara. Three lakaras are there. Lung is past tense, not of today, not of remote past. Lung is general past tense, can be any time in the past. It's a universal past, a common past, no specification of time. And ring is a funny fellow. Ring is a funny fellow in what sense? It's a mix-up. Basically, if I didn't go, then I wouldn't have fallen. How do you say this? If I didn't go, then I wouldn't have fallen. That kind of a usage is called ring lakara. You have a special form, agamishyat. Yadi aham na agamishyam. Like that you have to say. You don't worry about ling right now. All I'm saying is these three lakaras, lung, lung, and ring, will all have a in the beginning. And if it's vowel beginning dhatu, it'll become a addition. So it'll become I, au, or a. This is common to all three. Why should I make you learn three times separately? We'll finish at one shot. So a or a is added. When is a added to a dhatu? When it is not beginning with a vowel. When is a added? When it begins with a vowel. If it begins with a vowel, it becomes what? A, I, or au, depending on what letter follows. What's the first letter of the dhatu? All right. And whether it's lung, lung, or ring, you figure out by knowing. What I would suggest is you should know what is lung. Lung you memorize. Okay, it's very easy. If I ask you to memorize lung, you'll be in deep trouble. It will have 9 varieties. You will be in very big trouble. So till today, I don't really ever try to memorize lung. I will know it by elimination. You eliminate lung, you eliminate ring, what remains should be lung. Very simple. So you learn to work smart. Who's going to learn nine different forms and waste a lot of effort? Don't do that. Unless you are interested, you can. If you want to, you can. But I'm too lazy for it. So what do I prefer to do? You know lung, which is very straightforward. And you know ring, which is also very straightforward. See, Rit lakara is future tense, okay? In future tense, do you know what we do? We have to add on sya. Sya. Like what? Patishyati, gamishyati, vadishyati, pasyati, vetsyati, mokshyati. May not be. That may be a wrong form. I have to look it up. So basically, chorayishyati, Gyasyasi, that's sya, shya, if you see, it typically indicates a future tense. Okay? Vadhishyasi, hanishyasi. Hanyasi, latlakara. Hanishyasi, you will kill. Gachasi, latlakara. Gamishyasi, future tense. Bhavasi, you are. Bhavishyasi, you will be. See how simple it is? Once you got latlakara, just add one sya and extend your hand, you will reach there. Do you see that? It's as simple as that. I'm not making it up, okay? It's very simple. At dhatu, atati. Future will be atishyati. Vad dhatu, vadati, vadishyati. So simple. So once you know lat lakara, how long does it take you to learn now? Rit, 5 minutes, okay? That's all it takes. Just know how to add on sya. And sometimes becomes shya. All right? Now what? If you have an a in the beginning, then that same instead of future will be what? Ring lakara. So agameshyat. What will happen? Sya will be like lit lakara. Ending will be like lang lakara. You have to mix these two fellows up. The vikarana pratyaya will be sya. Endings will be like lang. You mix these two up, you get ring. Very simple. So this is how you work smart, okay? Otherwise, it's overwhelming. Too many things to learn. But if you work smart, then you can quickly see what's going on. All right. So let's quickly look now at where is it? Yeah. All right. So let's go to this. All right. Say, for example, now you say pathati, right? Pathati dhatu is here. This is lat lakara, which you're all familiar with, correct? Pathati, patata, pathanti. I hope I don't have to teach you that today. Now you go to lit. You see what happens? Future tense. Patishyati, patishyataha, patishyanti. Titaha anti is same. Patishyasi, patishyatha, patishyatha. Patishyami, patishyavaha, patishyamaha. Just add one sya and one e, and you'll get lit forms. Now, let's go to lung. Apathat, apathatam, apathan. Apathaha, apathatam, apathatha. Apatham, apathava, apathama. Now, we marry this lung lakara endings, okay, with this sya marker in the beginning. All right? And add a in the beginning, and you'll get ring. Watch that. Apatishyat, apatishyatam, apatishyan. Apatishyaha, apatishyatam, apatishyata. Apatishyam, apatishyava, apatishyama. You want to look at lung? See how it looks. It looks threatening to me. Apatit, apatit, all double forms. Apatihi, apatihi, apatisht, apatisham, apatisham. Double forms everywhere. But what do? A is there. It is not lung. It is not ring. So what should it be? It should be lung. Lung meaning is what? Past tense. That's enough. Kaam ho gaya hamara. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Now, let's look at another dhatu. So now let us say we look at bhu. Familiar dhatu I want to take, okay? Let's look at bhu. Where is my search? Yeah. Okay, so bhu sattayam, we pick up. Bhavati, bhavatah, bhavanti, you all know. Lat lakara. Yes. Now, what will happen in lit lakara? One sya came. Bhavishyati, bhavishyatah, bhavishyanti, bhavishyasi, bhavishyatah, bhavishyatha, bhavishyami, bhavishyavah, bhavishyamah. Straightforward. One sya came. Now, what happened in lang lakara? Abhavat, abhav, is coming everywhere. Abhavat, abhavatam, abhavan, abhavaha, abhavatam, abhavata, abhavam, abhavava, abhavama. Then what happens in ring lakara? Abhavishyat, abhavishyatam, abhavishyan, sya and lung endings. Abhavishyah, abhavishyatam, abhavishyata, abhavishyam, abhavishyava, abhavishyama. If you know lat lakara, you can easily extend. Not difficult at all. And lung. And what is lung? Lung is little different. Abhut, abhutam, abhuvan. It looks very different from pat dhatu. I told you there are 9 variants here. It's not easy. Therefore, if I see abhut, what will I say? It is not lung, because lung should have been abhavat. It is not ring, because there is no sya. Therefore, this must be lung. Okay. That's how it's very easy to get to lung. What should you remember? Lung has a in the beginning. Ring has a in the beginning. And lung has a in the beginning. But if upasarga comes, it'll be in between. Be careful. Okay. So, suppose we go to labh dhatu. What will happen? Labh. Atmanepada. Labhate, labhete, labhante. In latlakara. Labhase, labhete, labhadve. Labhe, labhavahe, labhamahe. What would happen in lit? You add one sya. So you'll get what? Lapsyate, sandhi happen. Lapsyate, sya is there. Lapsyete, lapsyante. Lapsyase, lapsyethe, lapsyadve. Lapsye, lapsyavahe, lapsyamahe. What will happen with ring lakara? First lot. Sorry, lung. Alabhata, alabhetam, alabhanta. A is there in the beginning. Alabhathaha, alabhetam, alabhadvam. Alabhe, alabhavahi, alabhamahi. Now, if you come to ring, you will find alapsyat, alapsyetam, alapsyantasya came and right lung. And if you want to look at lung, how will it look? You won't know. Alabdha, alapsatam. Very funny forms. But what should you do? Look, A is there. It is not lung. It is not ring. Therefore, what should it be? It should be lung. And you just have to know the endings. Tam, mahi, wahi. This is our typical thing. Ta, tam, jha, you remember? You'll remember all this. So with that much, you will be able to cover this entire universe. And if you go back to bhu, or let's say we go back to pat better. Sorry. Come on. Okay. As I told you, this is all kartari. If you want to look at karmani prayoga for all lakaras, you go to bhava karmanoho ashtadhyayi, it will show you. This we have seen. Pathyate, pathyete, pathyante we have seen. Now see in lang lakara, what will it be? Apathyata, apatyetam, apathyanta. What happened? Pathya you take and decline as atmanepada like labdhatu. You will be getting into forms correctly. But you will barely ever see such forms. So don't have to worry much about this. But if we need it, the forms are all here. For all lakaras, you have karmani. Normally, we don't even talk about it. So dhatu manjari, shabda manjari won't talk about this. That's why I like dhatu rupa manjari, shabda rupa manjari. They won't tell you more than what you need. What you need minimally, he will give you well. Okay? Was it too fast? It's meant to be fast. So you know that when you know one, you can learn the others easily. That's why I ran through it. So you know how quickly we can look at them. You have to look at it again. But the concept should be clear to you. All right. So once you know lung lakara, and if you manage to catch on to ring and lung, then I told you I will never ask you to learn lung. You eliminate lung, you eliminate ring, what remains is lung with adagama. That way you would have finished past tense for general past, and only lit will remain. We'll look at lit much later, not now. Lit has a little complications. So we'll look at lit later. So lung lakara, you managed to understand. You spent some time on it. And that's why I've given an exercise from Sarala Samskrita Sarani. You look at those and do it. If you need the books, I've sent you the link as well. You can order. All right. So it'll be useful to you. Somebody who cannot get the book, I can't help you right now because you are abroad. I can't send it to you either. You can try if they ship overseas, but it may not be worthwhile that much time and money. See, I just don't know what the copyright issues are if we put these pages on. So if people want to help each other, you decide how you can help each other. Okay. I don't want to put it officially on the website. All right. You can just take a picture on a phone and send the relevant pages to somebody. All right. If somebody knows more about copyright, you can tell me, because we are doing nothing commercial here. There is no money making. So if it's okay for copyright to be, items to be given out, I don't know. All right. So should we spend under 10 minutes? Are you okay? We'll look at one verse, okay? So we'll have some fun. This is the verse. This is a famous verse from Vairagya Shatakam. Bhogaha na bhuktaha. Vayameva bhuktaha. Bhukta, that's the word of interest to her. Bhukta. What kind of word is this now? What pratyaya? What pratyaya is bhukta? Somebody has to tell me, okay?
Tavatu.
Huh? Yes, Santosh.
Ta pratyaya.
Ta pratyaya. Somebody said tavatu is wrong. Ta is the pratyaya. In what sense? What are the karakas? Which karaka?
It is
You're breaking up. Repeat.
Prakripati Bahuvachan. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is like the karta, so prathama vibhakti.
No. I'm asking you, what is the karaka in bhukta? Bhu plus ta. Ta is in which karaka sense?
Kartra karaka.
How? Ta pratyaya and kartra karaka. Why? Tell me. Ta pratyaya is in what sense? What karakas are added in? Let's understand that again. Ta pratyaya is added for what? What karaka?
Karma.
Karmani. Bhave. When can you add kartari? If it is or gatyarthaka. Akarmaka or gatyarthaka. Is akarmaka bhuj dhatu? No. Therefore, it cannot be kartari. So you have to be very cautious, okay? If you don't get this basic straightened out all the time, ta will be a problem. That's why I'm spending so much time on it. So bhukta has to be karmani. So in what sense will it mean? What will be the meaning of the word bhukta now? Bhuja means to experience. Bhukta means what?
Was experienced.
What experienced is karta, okay? Yes, Shobana.
Was experienced.
Yes, sir.
Sampath, please raise your hand, okay? I'm looking at hands raised, huh? Yeah. Yes, Shobana.
Experiencer.
That is karta. Please
Okay.
understand the difference. What am I saying? Is that ta added as karta? Look at this
No.
again. Let's look,
Yeah.
look at this again, okay? Because this seems to be something which is not yet entering people's head. Look at this. Ta pratyaya, first ta pratyaya, is added in the sense of what? Karma or bhava. When can it be added as karta? Only if it's gatyartaka or akarmaka. So why do we people go back again to kartari sense? It won't be like that. It cannot be kartari here. It has to be karmani. If it's karmani, bhuj plus ta, what will be the meaning of bhukta? That's the question. Yes, Harsha.
That which was enjoyed.
That which was enjoyed or experienced. Does that make sense? If that doesn't make sense, go and look at the whole class again. Last two classes as well. Okay? Because if you don't understand this, you will be lost in Sanskrit for sure. 100%. I will give it to you in writing. This is to be understood. Okay? 2 a.m. question. Bhukta, karmani, you should be able to say that which was experienced. Now, what is Samanadikaranam? Bhogaha. See the verse now. We'll go back to the verse now. What is the verse? Give me 1 second. Share. Okay, there it is. Bhogaha na bhuktaha. Na always goes with the verb or verb equivalent. So na bhuktaha. Bhuktaha is what? Are experienced. Na bhuktaha means what now? Raise your hand if you want to answer. No hands? Yes, Bhuma. Raise your hand. Yeah, Bhuma.
Object not enjoyed.
So correct. Not enjoyed. Na bhuktaha. Objects are not enjoyed. Okay. Next part. Vayameva bhuktaha.
We are the
Bhuktaha.
enjoyers.
Huh?
We are the enjoyers.
Enjoyer.
Vayameva we.
How did you get enjoyer? Bhukta is what?
Bhukta is enjoyed.
Huh.
Objects are.
Vaijayanti, what do you say? Vayameva bhuktaha.
We are the enjoyed.
We are the enjoyed. We are the ones experienced. Bhogas are not experienced. We are experienced. Is it making sense? Bhogas are not experienced. You think you're experiencing bhoga? You're enjoying fun. Experience are having fun with you. They are experiencing you. You are not experiencing sights. Sights are experiencing you. This is what Vairagya Shataka, our Bhartrahari has to say. Then what? Trishna na jirna. What is the case and number? Trishna, gender case and number. Who will tell me? Raise your hand. Yes, Deepti.
It's feminine, Swamiji.
Case number.
1.
Good. Trishna. What is jirna?
The pratyaya.
Ta pratyaya. And what case? Gender and number.
Jirna. 1 feminine.
Feminine. So what does it mean? Trishna na jirna. Na jirna. Jirna means what?
Age.
Aged. Yeah. So na jirna, not aged.
Or worn out.
Or worn out. Correct. So what will be the meaning now? Trishna na jirna.
Desire doesn't get exhausted.
Desire doesn't get exhausted. What get exhausted? Vayameva jirna. What will it mean? Vayam, 1, 3. Jirnaha.
Jinaha is also
1, 3. Therefore, Vayam eva jirnaha means what?
We are consumed or exhausted.
Eva is what?
Alone. We only.
We means what? Desire never gets consumed. We alone get consumed. Trishnana jirna, vayameva jirna. Okay. Next person. Kalo na yata. Yata. What is yata? Raise your hand. Anybody who knows, raise your hand. Yadhatu. Yes, Vaijayanti. Unmute.
Yataha is gone.
Gone. So what is there? Kalaha na yataha.
Yata.
Means what?
It is not the time which is gone.
Time is not gone. Kalaha na yataha. Time is not gone. Correct? What is
Yes.
gone? Vayame vayataha. What goes? Who is gone?
We,
Vayam.
we are gone.
We are all gone. Time doesn't go. Time continues. We are all gone. Okay. Then, last part. Trishna na jirna vayameva jirna. Hey, I got a repetition. Something wrong. I made a mistake somehow. Give me 1 second. I made a mistake in repeating that line. So, somebody is saying something? Tapo na taptam vayameva taptaha. That should have been second line. Tapo na taptam vayameva taptaha. This line should have been different. Tapaha na taptam vayameva taptaha. So this line is wrong. Okay, we already covered it. Now what? Tapaha na taptam. Who will answer? Tapaha na taptam. Tapta means what? Yes, Amyanshu.
Heated.
Afflicted. Heated is afflicted here. Okay? Tapaha. See, tapaha is what? Penance. What does it require? An affliction. Tapaha means a voluntary self-affliction. You decide to do something which will hurt you. Not easy. Tapaha na taptam. Penance is not really afflicted. It is not really done. Penance is not done. Then what happens? Vayameva taptaha. Means what? Vayameva taptaha. Taptaha is what? Who want to answer that? Yes, Himanshu.
We are affected.
We are afflicted. So what does it mean now? Look, experiences, things which are experienced are not really experienced. What is experienced? We are experienced. Penance is not done by us. What happens? We are afflicted. All right. Time doesn't go. Well, who goes? We go. And our desires never get exhausted. What happens? We are consumed. This is the one of the beautiful verses by Bhartrahari to show what is Vairagyam all about. Yes, Deepti, you have a question?
So why it is taptam here and not taptaha?
Tapaha. Tapas is what case and number?
Tapaha is 1-1.
Therefore, what should be? What should go? Tapaha na taptam. See, tapaha na taptam. Trishna na jirna. Look at that again. The number has to match. Verb's number has to match the noun, right? Isn't it? See, bhoga. Why not bhogam na bhuktaha? Bhogaha. Why? Plural. Therefore, bhuktaha. Similarly, taptam. How many do we need? Singular. Taptam. Therefore, tapaha.
No, tapaha na taptaha.
Oh, that way you're asking me. Just give me a second. Let me check. Maybe I made a mistake. No. You know what? You think so. Do you think tapaha is like Rama?
Yes.
It is not. Tapaha is tapas shabda. Tapas, tapasi, tapamsi. Newton. Tapas, tapasi, tapamsi. Tapas, tapasi, tapamsi. Then it'll go like that. Tapasa, tapobhyam, tapobihi. Tapase, tapobhyam, tapobhyaha. Like that it'll go. Therefore, tapaha is neuter 1-1. And taptam is also neuter 1-1. Okay? Tapta is akaranta and therefore plural. Taptaha. Okay? So you can see that we can look at a verse like this and understand. This bhoga is of the kridanta. We haven't done it. Bhuja plus a particular pratyaya called ghai will give you bhoga, which means again object, that which is enjoyed. It is karmani. Bhujyate ti bhoga. That's how it will be. Does it make sense? Look into these, okay? Because see, for you, I want you to reach out more. I extend your arm even more than necessary so that you will, for 1 week, you have enough to done. 1 or 2 weeks. See, last week I didn't give you homework. So this time I have given you homework also. So you can spend some time. So if you go slow, I won't give you homework next week. We can go slow. It doesn't matter. Idea is not to push you and rush you. But the idea is those who have more time can do more. There are people here who have more time, some who have less time. So I want to give those who have more time more to chew on. All right. So chew on it and you should enjoy chewing it. It's like sugar cane, okay? The more you chew, the more juice you will get. All right. Any questions? Should we stop? Om Purnamadav Purnamitam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. And in the exercise I have given you, the first part to be done using the book. I don't want you to submit, okay? That's for you to do your homework. The second part, which is all verses alone, I want you to look at. So the homework is, there are verses of which I have broken all the sandhis and given you. You take each word, put in that spread in the table, and tell me everything about the word. So I will know whether you understand the words or you don't. That's the exercise. So we're given 2 or 3 verses. Now it's very easy for you to make exercise. I just add 2 more verses, you will have enough to do. So every week we'll give a few verses like this. Okay. So look at them, see how you find it. If you find something difficult, we will look at it again next week. That's not a problem. I told you the idea is not to rush. Idea is to make you think and see how easy it is to learn as you reach out for more. Okay. So take your time and let me know. I'll be happy to repeat whatever we need next week again. All right. Anything? Any questions still before we stop?